Okay, we start to talk about Shvor, the king of Paras. That in the Gemara it is a story that he become in good relationship with our sages, and he said to our sages that it's not good enough that Mashiach will come on a donkey. It's not respectable. Let me give him one of my white horse. So he came on a horse. Alright, so he talk about himself. Right? The king of Paras. I am the Mashiach. He's a donkey. Alright, so let me ride on a white horse. Alright, so this is one of the root of this idea that a donkey riding on the horse but from the story of Chazal about Mashiach. So then, when he proposes horse, they tell him, our sages, you know, the donkey of Mashiach is not a regular donkey. He have 100 colors. He's colorful, right? Special, very special donkey.
So it's not white, actually. It's 100 colors.
They say you have 100 colors, and all the color together, this makes the white or this makes the black. So this was, by the way, about from where we take this idea of a horse and a white horse. Now, everything that is real, we must do, and is important, we must to find his relationship in the name of God.
You said white horse, and before you said white donkey, so...
We have a black donkey and a white horse, that together they become the white donkey. Okay? Now, the name of God, there are two names of God, the more important name of God that represents the male and the female. The name of God that represents the male is Yud-Ke Vav-Ke. That equal 26.
Gematria.
I don't want to write the name because it's name that we are not allowed to write. The other name is the name of א-דני, the name of Adnut, that equals 65. The name of Adnut.
Lord.
It's like Lord, but it's one of the holy name of God. When we have written in the Torah Shem Havaya, the name of Havaya, of Yud-Ke Vav-Ke, we say, instead of say the name of Yud-Ke Vav-Ke, we say א-דני.
My Lord.
Yeah. And there are some places that these two names came together. For example, it is written א-דני Elokim. When we have this name, so we pronounce this one with the point of Elokim usually. Hashem Shlachani Verucho. God sent me and His Spirit. This is a Yud, this is a Shin, this is a Vav, this is the acronym of Yeshu, of Jesus. God sent me and His Spirit. But we have here the Aleph of א-דני. It's when instead of the Ayin of Yeshua, we have the Aleph. Like we explain in different lessons, behind any Ayin hiding a Aleph.
Alufo shel haolam.
Yeah, it is always behind the 71. Like Yaakov and the 70 children, like Am Yisrael and the 70 nations.
Aluf is like the champion, the champion of the world,
yes.
of the universe.
Yeah. Okay, so if I take these two names, it's 4 letters, 10, 5, 6, 5. This is the name of Yud-Ke Vav-Ke. and this is the name of Adnut. I have here 4 letters and here 4 letters. I will multiply each letter with the other one. The first one of this name with the first one of this. The second here with the second here. The third with the third. So 10 times 1 equals 10. 5 times 4 equals 20. 6 times 50 equals 300. 5 times 10 equals 50. Altogether equals 380. What is Egypt? What is the firmament? Like we explained. What is Sus plus Hamor? Donkey plus horse. Now, who is the donkey? Who is the horse between these two men? These two names. Yudke Vavke, the male one is called the name of mercy, Rachamim. Rachamim is the same letter of Hamorim, of donkey. Same letter, Rachamim Hamorim.
This is all symbolic, metaphoric, and there are hints about spiritual links between different concepts.
Always the Yudke Vavke is related to the Vav of the name of Hashem. The Vav, the third letter, is what we call Yudke Vavke. Basically, more of other letter. The Yud called Yudke, the Hey called Ekye, I shall be. Alright? The Vav is split to six different names. But basically Vav, the body, is what we call Yudke Vavke. If I talk about Yudke Vavke like a private name, it's a Yudke Vavke general that contains all the 10 names. It's like the more special name.
So Vav is like the Zerampin.
Exactly. It's what you call in Kabbalah Zerampin. It's what we call
the Vav, the connection.
The Yudke Vavke. We call it the Shem Ha'etzem. It means like the name that is the sense of...
Etzem, the bone.
The bone of God. It's like the more important. It's called Shem HaMeforash.
Which name now?
Yudke Vavke.
Yudke Vavke, okay.
And he called Shem HaMeyuchad. The special name, Meforash. How you translate Meforash?
In details.
And Shem HaEtzem. These 3 words
itself, Etzem itself,
yeah,
actually.
The self name. It means it's God by himself.
Etzem is also bone, and also itself.
Yeah, itself, exactly. These 3 words, the average value of this word is this word, Rachamim, Chamorim. Again.
And Meichad is also special.
It's why we call him, Meichad is a special, it's why we call him the name of mercy. We have the 13 principles of mercy. Hashem, Hashem, Kel, Rachum, V'chanun, Erech Apayim, etc. That are parallel to the 12th month. It is away 13 months. The second principle of Rachamim, that is Rachum. That is the same letter of Chamor, of donkey. That is parallel to the second month that related to Yisachar, Chamor Garim, the one that the Torah called donkey. Okay, so the mercy and the Chamor, it's definitely parallel to the month of Iyar, the second month in the year, that is the month of Yisachar, the letter 6, etc., everything that we explained before. So, Yudke Vavke is the name of lie, because Vav represents the lie. like we explained.
Lie.
Sheker equals 600. In order number, it means Shin is a 21 letter, Kuf is a 19 letter, and Resh is a 20 letter, together equals 60. And in small number, 300 become 3, 100 become 1, Resh 200 become 1, equals 6. So, Lie in all the Gematria together equals 666. The perfection of Lie
Perfect lie.
is this number that, like Yeshua said, is a number of a man as well. It's a number of what you call the beast.
In Hebrew, animal.
You will call it Ot, the sign, Ot, Behema, Rabbah, equal 666. The sign of the big animal. It's one of the names for the Shekhinah, Behema Rabbah. So all these concepts can be in holiness.
If we fix it, if we do the
And Yeshua,
if you correct it somehow, right?
Yeshua
And holiness
equal Mispar 6, number 6. Yosef equal 6 times Yud Ke Vav Ke. 6 times 26. Yaakov equals 7 times 26, Yitzchak equal 8 times 26. It's very interesting.
number of Yud Ke Vav Ke. It's a multiple of the Yud Ke Vav Ke.
6 times Yud Ke Vav Ke equal Yosef. So you see that Yosef is related to the number 6 as well, like Yeshua, because it's a continue of the Vav of the body.
So how is Yeshua come to 6?
Mispar equal Egypt, 380.
It's the gematria of M.
And with 6 equal Yeshua equal, by the way, Sus וחמור, horse and donkey, equal Yeshua. The sus is the blood of Mashiach, the donkey is the body of Mashiach, like we explained. Okay?
So Mispar, the gematria of the letters Mispar and
Mispar is equal 380 plus 6, 386. This is 386. Like now, what was the number we see here? We have 10 plus 20 plus 300 plus 50. When we do the multiply between the letter of Yud Ke Vav Ke and Adnut.
Adonai.
Adonai and Yud Ke Vav Ke. We multiply the two names, each letter with each one of the gematria that is legal to do when you have two names with the same number of letters. For example, Yahadut, Natzrut. We have 5 letters, we have 5 letters. So you can
Judaism and
so you can
Christianity.
take this letter times this letter times this letter.
Mm-hmm.
If I do it with the order number of these two letters, I will receive Yisachar, the name of the donkey. This was, by the way, we are about donkey, so it's a big learning, like we said. So what is what is the secret of the number? This is exactly the size of the teva of the Ark of Noah. It was long 300 amma. He was wide 1500, and he was up 30 high 30 amma. That is 20 and 10 together.
Amma is what?
Amma it's like a half of a meter.
Half a meter.
Amma it's something like this.
Oh.
This is amma about.
Okay.
Okay, so we have here the side of the north, so we can see this is like the three commodes. The Arc of North have 3 levels. So you can say by the pshat you will say that the man was on the top one, the animal was on the second, and all the garbage was down. But you can say in other words that in the low
bottom floor.
Bottom you have the donkey, in the middle you have the parrot, and in the high you have the horse. Mm-hmm. All right, you can. So we see that these 2 names, that Yud Ke Vav Ke and Adnut, how I know that the name of Adnut is related to the horse? If I write Adnut in this way, Aleph, Dalet, Aleph, Dalet, Nun, etc., all the name, every time I add a letter, equal Sus, equal horse. This is called Milui Achoraim of Adnut.
So why do we have to relate to animals, to a donkey and a horse? Is just for us to have some...
Every animal has his secret in his name. Right. Every animal represents something unique that the man, the human being, contains all the animals in the world. It's all in the human being. Right?
Some hidden codes.
So there in each name of animal you will find all kind of, and then when you read all the story of ourselves about this animal, for example, it is a story about the crow in the Ark of Noah. He sent the crow. After he sent the Yonah, all right? The crow has to do with the cross. In the Hebrew, the cross, we call it Shti Va'erev. Orev is a crow.
And Yonah is a pigeon.
And Shti equal 10 times Yonah.
Yonah is a pigeon.
So you see that the cross has to do with these 2 animals that Noah sent, etc. So you can find all kind of things about each animal. This can be taish too. Taish, it's like how you say taish in Hebrew? It's like a old goat.
Goats.
Yeah. Okay.
Sheep.
Yes,
goats.
Yeah. Okay. So. But like we said, the more important animal, like the general spirit of all the animals in the ark, are the horse and the donkey, and they represent the male aspect of godliness, what is Yud Ke Vav Ke, and the female aspect of godliness, that is Shem Adnut. It's why the Shir HaShirim, it is written, it's like the Chatan said, לסוסתי ברכבי פרעה דמיתיך רעייתי, my
bride,
my woman, I love you, you look for me like a female horse of Paro. Alright? This is a Shir HaShirim. Alright.